Throughout this tutorial, you will learn how to play the game of Spider Solitaire and earn a high score. You will learn when to draw new cards along with priorities during the game. Lastly, you will learn strategy so you understand the big picture of the game. This tutorial will take about 10 minutes to complete. When all of the cards are dealt, it is a good practice to find all of the highest cards of the same suits first. Putting these cards together will allow you to build more on these columns throughout the game. Using this principle, double-click on the Queen of Hearts. Staying with this principle, double-click on the Jack of Spades. Double-click on the Five of Spades. The Ace of Hearts is our next best option. With two Ace of Hearts, which one is the best to use? It is always best to use the card with the least amount of cards behind it. Double-click on the correct Ace of Hearts for this situation. When all of the same suit pairs have been exhausted, go to the highest of the opposite suit pairs and move those cards. Let's start with the 10 of Hearts. Double-click on the 5 of Hearts with the fewest amount of cards behind it. Remember your priorities. Now there is a same suit match we can make. Go ahead and double-click on the 2 and 1 of Hearts. Now, with no more moves to make, click on one of the 5 extra cards on the top. This will add one card to each column and the game will continue. Here is an example of what the game will look like when all of the cards have been distributed. Look at the score. You can see I made 47 moves total and my score is 453. In Spider Solitaire, you start with 500 points and every move takes 1 point away. Whenever you get a complete column, you add 100 points to your score. Click on the score to move on. From this tutorial, you have learned how to play the game of Spider Solitaire and earn a high score. You have learned when to draw cards along with priorities during the game. Lastly, you have learned some strategy described so you can understand the big picture of the game. Although there is much more to learn about the game of Spider Solitaire, now you are prepared to play the game.